All right, it's been a few days since I did a review, so I have to start slow, start small, get into it. Feel the good review, the best. these, these, these are not what we're reviewing. This is the Clairvoyance, which is like the $700 Thigh Audio, and I'm just like, oh God. And in my position, I can't listen to good things. It's weird, I know. But I literally can't. Like, I have the Legacy 4s over there. Everyone's like begging for the Legacy 4. I don't get to the Legacy 4. I'll get to the Legacy 4. But with the Clairvoyance thing, because the thing I'm testing is balanced DAC amp. I guess, see, I don't know. What makes a dongle, is it like, is this the dongle? Is it the fact that it's dongling like that? Because this is the Ico Zerda, and this is this Earman Sparrow, and I gave this thing a fucking stellar review. And this is the Zerda, and they both have unique properties. This is like $200, balanced and unbalanced, and this is like a little miniature powerhouse. And it's like, holy fuck. And the Zerda, cheaper than that, I think it's like 120, is quality, very quality. I love the shape of it. It's got nice quality feel to it, and it also has fiber optic output, so you can actually have fiber optic out from your phone. Two amazing, heater just came on, amazing dongle DACs, and I'll keep them forever because I have specific purposes. So it doesn't dongle because it's just this big. Now, I've reviewed previously DDhifi's, what's the model number on this? This is the TC25B 2020. God, don't put 2020 on anything. And it comes in two variants, USB-C and in Lightning for Apple. And some fucking how, look how much smaller the one for Apple is. It's like, oh shit. So it'll even stick in, it'll be even shorter. So does it actually count as a dongle DAC? Because basically what these are, and what DDhifi has done, and I have never seen any company consistently do this, is make like an adapter to put your headphone jack back on. Now, the previous ones were 3.5mm, and they were very good, and they were like $45. So these new ones that are even smaller, and 2.5mm, and are even better because they fucking legitimately do sound, they give that extra separation that balance does, are $46. I don't think the price went up at all. And they're stainless steel and brass, like, oh God. You could swallow this at an airport, just try to get through security for fun. Wait a second. The fucking Apple one is even smaller in this direction. I didn't even notice it. Why does the Apple one get to be small? It's like the smallest one. It's legitimately this is the smallest. This one's a truck compared to it. But they're so small that I could take the Clairvoyance, the stock wire, which is a 2.5mm, and plug it in, and I basically don't even, it's like I have a headphone jack on my phone. Carolyn Tuesday. That's on that. It just works. It just works. And it's offset. I talked about this last time. It's offset in one direction. And for both these adapters, C and Lightning, you can turn them in either direction, whatever works best with your phone. If you've got a really thin phone, you don't want to hit in the table, you point it that way. If I've got a pretty big battery pack, so if I just don't want it sticking up where my thumb button is, I could reverse it, plug it in, it'll... Back to this. The way I judged it, because it's a little difficult to judge like something like this, is I did it specifically with the Clairvoyance, because I put them in after not having heard them for like 2.5, 3 weeks. And I went, would I buy these EMs? Yes! Oh my, like I literally was upstairs like going, ah! At some point, because there was some cymbals playing, and it's like, holy fuck. It was just pounding me with percussive force. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, these still sound like the $700 Clairvoyance that I reviewed and love. So now let's try the Civica Phoenix, because I've got that Skedra cable. Ah. So basically what I'm telling you all is that are watching this video, you're going to go to Amazon and you're going to spend $46. I don't know if they're prime shipped, because I know they have their. It is prime shipped, $45.99 prime shipped. Where is it? It's the small cup. With the adapter, you feel free to use. It couldn't be shorter. I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it could be shorter, honestly, because it has to still fit the actual physical connector. Holy fuck! It literally couldn't be shorter. They're not lying. It can't be. Does it actually give me the power specs here? They'll never give me the power specs, will they? No, but it is 32-bit, 384 kilohertz. So anyone who thinks that like 32, 384 is like some high-end spec, because someone was asking me about that. Literally everything fucking has 32, 384. I would love to know. Like, I'm excited because everyone's going to buy this, and that's wonderful. And it's on Amazon, and that's wonderful. And I'll talk a little bit more about DDhifi and the shit that they send me. Because they just send me, like, grab bags, and it's usually just an unboxing. But I'll take this opportunity to, like, to gush a little bit over it. I don't know how they, like, what's in here? Because the entire top is taken up by the actual female plug. So it has to be stuff at the bottom. And this thing has a pretty, like, it has a weight to it. So it's not, like, super thin. And to make stainless steel, you could see the machine marks. What the fuck is in this? How? How the fuck is what the fuck? Because it sounds kind of like a BTR5. Like, I'm not exaggerating a lot. BTR5 has Bluetooth. BTR5 has a Bluetooth module built into it, a battery built into it, a screen, buttons, a bigger case. All things that would make it more expensive, like $110, $130. So the fact this is 45 and sounds a little bit like a BTR5, but has no battery, no case, no buttons, no Bluetooth modules. Yeah, man, that kind of makes sense to me in my brain, which is churning away. It's like, I wonder if they just. Yeah, no, yeah. You need to plug like 4 things into it, and you go like, oh, shit. Yes. I compare it to the Ehrman Sparrow, but I know the Ehrman Sparrow will be more powerful. The only problem I have with any of these dongle DACs, except for the X-Duo Link 2, is that there's no volume control. You're left with the phone, and the phone's volume control always, oh, I gotta get playing, always is chunky. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like you got about 16 levels of volume, which is it's not 10% at a clip, but it's pretty fucking. We'll talk about it more when I get to those. That's next. Yeah, this is it. How much longer do you want me to talk about this? I plugged 4 or 5 items into it, starting with the clairvoyance and ending with the clairvoyance, because I had to know. And you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to just take them off the clairvoyance, because in my life, when I have to like pull out an IEM, then I got to like figure out, how do I want to listen to it? Do I want to use the BTR5 or not? I could just leave this on here and forget it's there, and then just have a very specific set of IEMs that are like, oh, I got my phone. That's it. I have to take nothing else. So thing's fucking great, and it's $46, and if you don't own one yet, I don't know what's wrong with you. Let's look at the other stuff DDhifi sent me. Oh, I'd like to also point out the bowl itself was sent to me by DDhifi. I'm not sure if they sell it or if it's like a gift thing. You could tell me later. So they make a USB-C to USB-C jumper cable with very, very nice connectors and small ends and a little silver wire that you could loop like that. So you can make a really small little jumper. So I appreciate that. It's not quite the ADT Link. They make a fuck ton, and I think if you look that up on the Urban Dictionary, that is an actual thing, of these weirdo adapters, which I love. They're 90-degree adapters, 2.5 millimeter input. So where's my thing? So there's a 4.4 Pentacon, and a 2.5 millimeter goes into it. So now you have a right angle 4.4 Pentacon. So that's one. I think I have 2 of those. Now here's a 2.5 millimeter balance into a 3.5 millimeter right angle. And then here's another one. I don't know why I have 2 of them, but that's another one of those. And then we have, here's a solid one. That's a 3.5 millimeter unbalanced. Yeah, it shows a picture of the diagram of it, to a 4.4 Pentacon. And then here's the opposite of that. A 4.4 Pentacon in to a 2.5mm right angle. So I could plug that in. Where's my thing? I lost it. I can't find my thing. So I could plug this into this and get a 4.4. Now we're getting on the ridiculous side, but that exists. 3.5 to 2.5, another one. 4.4 to 3.5. This thing just showed up. This is the USB Otg adapter. So it's Lightning for Apple to a USB-C. On a right angle too. So you could just, I don't have an Apple phone, but if I did, I'd fucking hate it. And it'd be like, oh shit, can I now plug any like just USB-C cable into the thing? Just that alone, fuck you, that alone is amazeballs. They also sent me this, which had a very specific connection type. Astle and Kern. This is for Astle and Kern players. It's a 4.4 pentacles. You know, I reviewed that fucking Astle and Kern that had dual DACs and it had a 3.5 and a 2.5 and a 3.5 and a 2.5, and it was like $1,500. This is specifically to plug into the 3.5 and 2.5. It only uses the 2.5 for signal. This is just for stabilization, and it gives you a 4.4 Pentacon. How many of these are they selling that they could afford to engineer them so well? Because they're so nice. And then I get this like golden dish that says Guangzhou DDhifi Electronics Company Limited, Life and Hi-Fi, and then it's got a little leather, like that's for the body and blood of Christ. I don't know why they do that. I don't know. Perfect. So yeah, that's it. They just make cute little things. They just make so many cute little things. So I can do this, and if you really want to just you could play like this game. Do I have a 2? I do have a 2.5 here, right here for this one. That's a 3.5. I don't know. Oh, there's a 3.5 there. Okay, plug that in there. Do I have another 4.4 Pentacon? Oh, yes, I do. Okay, and then I have a 3.5. I don't think I have anything else with 3. I think I've lost the game. So yeah, you could plug this in the bottom of your phone, and you could look like Inspector Gadget. And then you plug this into the Pentagon computer, and then you've hacked the Gibson. I'm the only one that can do this game because no one will pay for all this stuff like that. But yeah, no, all their stuff is super fucking primo. What happens if I do this? What if I do this? Can I plug this into an Apple phone, and will they make sweet, sweet love? I love this green. It's like a gray, blue, green. Anyway, that's it. This thing. Oh, not the Apple one. Where'd it go? This. I'm gonna lose it. Oh, the 3.5s also came with a keychain ring that you plugged into the plug and it would hang there. These don't come with that because I think the 2.5's not strong enough to hold. They were afraid it'll rip out. But yes, thank you DDhifi for sending me that. Thank you for selling it on Amazon, because people won't buy things if they go to like a weird site to buy it. So it's fucking great. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. It's the best thing of 2020. Because it makes my clairvoyance work. Wallpaper available in the description. Patreon and subscribe star. See these videos early. Participate in the yard sales, which happen from the 1st to the 10th of every month. I might yard sale the little one, or I might give it to Princess Pasta, although she doesn't really have any like balanced headphones. But you know, anytime you can give someone with an Apple product something nice to make their lives easier, to remind them how bad Apple is, it's great. If you want to get into the $10 Patreon chat, but there is currently, if it's before January 20th, which it should be, there is currently a Telegram chat for the $5 patrons as well, to help me get through answering all their questions that I missed over the last month since I moved. January 20th, that expires, and then there'll be only the $10 chat, which is the behind-the-scenes private Telegram chat, and then there will also be a lifetime chat for people who have donated a certain amount on either platform. I will get you into a permanent, like, you know, you've earned your way into that sort of chat. And I haven't set it up yet, so, and I haven't picked the amount. I should make a lot. Make people bleed for it. Oh, the Vey and the Mercurius are here. I'm not sure which one's which yet. And if you get that reference, you're a nerd, and I love you. Yeah, so that Hi-Fi Guides, the Hi-Fi Guides forum. Honestly, the forum more than the guides, which is kind of weird, because we set it up and like, we should probably attach a forum. And then it exploded. It was like, explosion. So check that out. And yeah. 2020's over. Fucking thank God.